Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make this striped shirt. This shirt is made to measure, so the first thing you need to do is measure your bust. We'll be working from the bottom up along with the collar and sleeves. Make a foundation chain that matches your bust measurement and make sure the number of chains is a multiple of 4. Once you finish your foundation chain based on your bust measurement, add 4 extra chains for the turning chain. Then skip those 4 chains and work into the 5th chain. Into the 5th chain, we are going to make a double crochet cluster V stitch. Yarn over, insert your hook into the 5th chain. Yarn over, pull up a loop. Now you have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, this is the first unfinished double crochet. Next, yarn over, insert your hook into the same stitch and make one more unfinished double crochet. After you have 2 unfinished double crochet like this, next yarn over and pull through all the loops. Next, chain 1. Into the same stitch, we are going to make one more 2 double crochet together. Start by making one unfinished double crochet like this. Yarn over and make one more unfinished double crochet. Then yarn over and pull through all the loops. And that's how you make double crochet cluster V stitch. Next, we are going to skip 3 chain and work into the 4th. Yarn over, insert your hook into the 4th chain, then make one unfinished double crochet. Into the same stitch, make one more unfinished double crochet. And now yarn over and pull through 3 loops. Next, chain 1. Still into the same stitch, make 2 unfinished double crochet. Yarn over and pull through all the loops. Next, skip 3 chain into the 4th, make a cluster V stitch. Now we are going to continue making cluster V stitch across the row. After reach the end of the row, we will have 3 chain left. Skip 2 chain into the 3rd, make a double crochet. To begin the next row, make chain 3, turn your work. Now we are working a cluster V stitch in the chain 1 space. Then continue making a cluster V stitch in each chain 1 space. After you reach the end of the row, next make a double crochet into the 4th chain. Next row, make chain 3, turn your work. Same like previous row, we are going to work a cluster V stitch in each chain 1 space. I've finished 3 rows of the cluster V stitch using pink yarn, and now I'm going to switch to a cream color. To change the yarn, I usually use this method. I tie the cream yarn to the pink yarn like this. Now I'm going to slide the knot closer to my working loop and continue using the cream yarn. I'm going to continue making the cluster V stitch using cream color yarn, same way just like we did in the previous row. Now I'm going to continue the stripe pattern like this. I'll be changing color every 3 rows and keep working the cluster V stitch pattern until it reaches about 18 centimeters. Feel free to adjust the length. If you want it longer or shorter, you can add or readjust the rows. So this is how my cluster V stitch looks so far. As I mentioned before, it's about 18 centimeters long. Now we will continue working this shirt using double crochet stitch. And I will change the yarn to cream color. To start the double crochet rows, make chain 3, turn your work. This chain 3 will count as a double crochet. So skip the first stitch, into the second make a double crochet. In the chain 1 space, make a double crochet. Next stitch, a double crochet. Now continue working double crochet like this across the row. Since the chain 3 count as a double crochet, don't forget to make 1 double crochet into the 3rd chain. Next row, chain 3, turn your work. Start from the 2nd stitch, make double crochet, then continue making double crochet into each stitch across the row. Now I'm going to continue working double crochet rows like this until it reaches my underarm. After that, we will divide the piece into the front and the back panels. Alright, this is mine. Measure from the underarm down to my desired length. it's about 24 centimeters. To divide the piece into front and back panels, start by finding the center point. Mine has a total of 170 stitches, and I'm going to divide it in half, so I will have 85 stitches on each side. If your stitch count is an odd number, you can mark one stitch for the center stitch, then divide it evenly so you have the same number of stitches on each side. Now we are going to divide this into the front and back panels. I have 85 stitches on each side, which is an odd number, so we will count and mark one stitch as the center stitch. The center stitch is not counted, so the both sides will have an equal number of stitches. And I will do the same thing to the other side. Now fold it like this, and this is the front part. And this is the back part. Now we are going to mark the underarm section. For my underarm section, I'm marking 4 stitches out from the center stitch. If you are making a larger size, you can mark more stitches. The more stitches you mark, the wider your sleeve will turn out. And I'll mark the same number of stitches on the other side. And do the same thing to the other side. Now I'm going to continue like this. We are not doing any increases yet. I'll keep working double crochet rows until I have 3 more rows in cream. Then I will switch back to pink. Start by making chain 3, turn your work, then continue working double crochet until you reach the stitch marker. Alright, I reached the stitch marker and I put one double crochet like this, and now I will continue working with the cream color for 2 more rows. With the pink yarn, I'm going to continue 4 more rows, and then we will start doing decreases. If you're making a different size, keep working the double crochet rows until it reaches your collarbone area before starting the decreases. I made 7 more rows, which is about 6 centimeters. Now it reaches my collarbone area, and we are ready to start decreasing. For the decrease, we'll only working on one side, which is the center front. We won't be decreasing on sleeve side. For my decrease, I'm starting from the sleeve side, so we won't be decreasing on this side. So make chain 3, turn your work, and continue making double crochet until you reach the last 2 stitches. If your decrease row start from the center front, begin with chain 2, then make a double crochet. I will show you how to do that later. Alright, now I will continue making double crochet into each stitch until I have 2 last stitches. After reach the last 2 stitches, we will make 2 double crochet together. First, make 1 unfinished double crochet like this. And yarn over, insert your hook into the 3rd chain because the chain 3 count as a double crochet, and make 1 unfinished double crochet. Now you have 2 unfinished double crochet, then pull through all the loops. Place a stitch marker into the last stitch so you won't be confused. For the next row, chain 2 and turn your work. This row will be the same as when you start your decrease row from the center front. Skip the first stitch because the chain 2 count as a double crochet, and continue making double crochet into each stitch across the row. This chain 2 will count as a decrease, so mark the first stitch to avoid the confusing later. Then continue making double crochet into each stitch across the row. After you reach the end of the row, remember in this side, which is the sleeve side, we're not doing decrease, so make chain 3, turn your work, then continue working double crochet into each stitch until you reach last 2 stitches. After reach the last 2 stitches, we will make 2 double crochet together, the same way like the previous row. 1 unfinished double crochet into the first stitch, and 1 more unfinished double crochet into the following stitch, and pull through all the loops. Next row, chain 2, turn your work. Skip the first stitch and continue working single crochet into each stitch across the row. After you reach the sleeve side, make chain 3, turn your work, then continue making double crochet into each stitch until you have 2 last stitches. After you reach the last 2 stitches, make 2 double crochet together. Next row, chain 2, turn your work. Skip the first stitch and continue working double crochet into each stitch across the row. Alright, for the next rows, you just continue decreasing until it reaches your shoulder area. Alright, for my decreasing row, I work 11 rows, which equal 10 cm long. And for the other side, just repeat the same thing. But instead of starting from the center front, you will start from the stitch marker. Next, we will move to the back part. We are going to start from the stitch marker we placed earlier for the back panel section. Make a slip knot, then attach it into the stitch that we marked. Then make chain 3. This chain 3 will count as a double crochet. And now continue working double crochet into each stitch until you reach the stitch marker. For the back panel, simply continue working in double crochet without any decreases. And make sure the stripe pattern matches your front panel. Now all the panels are done, and we are going to join the front and the back panels using single crochet. First, make a slip knot. We are going to start at the corner stitch, which is the third chain. Then insert your hook into the corner stitch of the back panel. Pull the slip knot through the board stitch and make chain 1 to secure. Into the same stitch, make a single crochet. Then continue work a single crochet into each stitch on both panels. Okay, both of my shoulder seam are complete. Now flip your work right side out, then we will continue working to the collar. We will start the collar from the row where we begin the decrease. Make a slip knot, then insert your hook into the first decrease row. Make chain 1 to secure. Then into the same place, make a single crochet. Now we are going to make 2 single crochets in each row. After you reach the shoulder seam, make 1 single crochet into that stitch. Then continue make 1 single crochet into each stitch. Now just continue working single crochet like this until you reach the first row of decreasing from the other side. Next, make chain 3, turn your work. The chain 3 will count as a stitch, and now continue working a double crochet into each stitch across the row. To begin the next row, make chain 3, turn your work, and continue working a double crochet into each stitch across the row. I made 3 rows using pink yarn, and now I will change to cream color. With this cream yarn, I'm going to continue making the color, and I'll do one more color change back to pink. Alright, this is my color. I already worked 11 rows, which equal 8 centimeters. And for the final row, we will make one more row of single crochet. Make a slip knot, then insert your hook into the first stitch, which is the first single crochet row. Make chain 1 to secure, and into the same stitch, make a single crochet. Now work 2 single crochet in each row. After you reach the corner stitch, make 3 single crochets into the same stitch. Then continue working a single crochet into each stitch until you reach the corner stitch. After you reach the corner stitch, which is for this side is the third chain, make 3 single crochets. And now continue working 2 single crochets in each row. The collar is done. Now we will move on to the placket part. First, make a slip knot, then we will start from the same spot like we start the collar. Chain 1 to secure, and into the same stitch, make a single crochet. And now we are going to continue making 2 single crochets in each row. When you reach the V-stitch cluster, it's basically the same. Work 2 single crochets in each row. Next row, chain 1, turn your work, and now work a single crochet in each stitch across the row. After completing row 2, we are going to mark where we will place the buttonholes. First, I will divide it into 2 like this and mark the center point. Each side measures 16.5 centimeters. Next, I will place a stitch marker into the second stitch. It will be the first place for my buttonholes. I'm placing stitch marker every 5.5 centimeters apart. Alright, next row, make chain 1, turn your work. Into the first stitch, make a single crochet. Then, after you reach the stitch that you mark, make chain 2. Skip 2 stitches. Into the third, make a single crochet. Now, continue making single crochet into each stitch until you reach another stitch marker. After you reach the stitch that you mark, make chain 2, and then skip the stitch that you mark and another stitch, so you skip 2. Into the third, make a single crochet. Then continue making single crochet until you reach another stitch marker. After you reach the stitch that you mark, make chain 2, skip 2 stitches. Into the third, make a single crochet. And now, just keep repeating this across the row. Next row, chain 1, turn your work. Next, continue making single crochet into each stitch until you reach the chain 2 space. After you reach the chain 2 space, make 2 single crochets. Then continue make a single crochet into each stitch until you reach another chain 2 space. After you reach the chain 2 space, make 2 single crochets. And now keep repeating this across the row. Alright, now one side with buttonholes is finished, and for the other side you just make 4 rows of single crochet without holes. Alright, mine is complete and I already make one sleeve, and we will do the other together. We will start from the shoulder seam. Flip your work right side out, then make a slip knot. We will attach it one row away from the shoulder seam. Insert your hook into the small loop and then make chain 1. Then yarn over, insert your hook into the shoulder seam and make a double crochet. And now I will make 4 more double crochet into the same stitch. The more double crochet you add in this row, the wider your sleeve will be. Now we are going to connect it by making a slip stitch into the small loop. Next, a slip stitch into the big loop. And one more slip stitch into the small loop. Those slip stitch doesn't count as a stitch. After you made 3 slip stitches like this, flip your work. Into the first stitch, make a double crochet increase, which is 2 double crochets into the same stitch. Alright, now continue make 1 double crochet into each stitch until you have 1 last stitch. Into the last stitch, we are going to make a double crochet increase. To attach it, make a slip stitch into the small loop. And now for turning, make 1 slip stitch into the big loop. And 1 more slip stitch into the small loop. After you made 3 slip stitches, now turn your work and into the first stitch make a double crochet increase. Next, a double crochet into each stitch until you reach the last stitch and make 1 more double crochet increase. Before attach it, I need to change the color because the next row is the cream color. After changing color, I will continue making a slip stitch into the small loop. One slip stitch into the big loop. And 1 more into the small loop. Next, turn your work. Into the first stitch, make a double crochet increase. Then continue making a double crochet into each stitch until you have 1 last stitch. After reach the last stitch, make a double crochet increase. To connect it, same like earlier, make a slip stitch into the small loop. A slip stitch into the big loop, and one more slip stitch into the small loop. For the next rows, just repeat the same thing. Into the first stitch, make a double crochet increase, then continue making double crochet into each stitch until you reach the last stitch, then make double crochet increase, then connect it with 3 slip stitches. Alright, now after you finish all the rows, we are going to extend the length. Should be end up here. This is the place where we start the upper part. And here is the underarm part. To begin, make chain 3, turn your work, and this chain 3 will count as a stitch. Make one more double crochet into the same place. So into the both corner, we will place an increase. Next, continue making a double crochet into each stitch until you reach the corner stitch. Now, after you reach the corner stitch, make a double crochet increase. Then continue making double crochet in each stitch until you finish it. After you finish, make a slip stitch into the third chain to connect. Begin the next row, make chain 3, turn your work, then continue making double crochet into each stitch all the way around. After you finish, make a slip stitch into the third chain to connect. For the next rows, you just repeat this until you have your desired length for the sleeve. Alright, both of my sleeves now done. I work 23 rows, which equal 19 cm long. Now we are going to attach the button. I will sew it using tapestry needle back and forth like this. And now the last thing we have to do is weave in the ends. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!